Hello my friends, today I'd like to share a very simple but powerful idea with you. What if I told you you can actually read a book in a day without changing your routine? Hear me out. An average book is 300 pages. In audiobook format, this is 8 hours. If you listen at double speed, which is pretty easy with just a little training, some people can actually listen at 4 times the speed. And you can do this, but let's not go there yet. At double speed, 8 hours of audiobook is 4 hours of real time. Many years in my life, I was commuting just for 4 hours a day. I could read that book just during my commute. In the day there are 24 hours and okay, let's say we have 10 hours for sleep and whatever. If we go really crazy, we can do 3 books in a day. But again, let's not go there. Finding just 4 hours in a 12-hour day, even with work and with caring for kids and going shopping and doing any chores, is quite feasible and actually quite reasonable. And in a year, of course, you cannot. Doing this every day of a year is probably too much to ask, but let's say we do this 3 days a week. There are 52 weeks in a year, times 3 is 150 books in a year. You could ask, why would I even read those books? Like, most of the books are silly, I don't like them. And the answer is this simple matrix. On the top left, you see known knowns, so things that you know. In this matrix, we're interested in the right column. Known unknowns. So I'm sure you know some books that you wanted to read, that you meant to read, but you never started or you never finished them. You can finish those first. Then you would get recommendations and you probably would like a lot of those as well. And then there are unknown unknowns. The breadth of human knowledge is amazing. There is 129 million books published in the world, and that's just since the 14th century. The amount of knowledge you can potentially consume without affecting your daily routine very much is amazing. I think this can really affect the quality of life for better in ways that I or you cannot predict. Not to mention that if you're feeling down or if you don't have the appetite for knowledge, if you're feeling maybe a little depressed, and I certainly do sometimes, reading a book completely solves this problem for me. So it just takes you out into a completely different problem set, into a different world if it's fiction, into a different problem set if it's non-fiction, and it provides a unique perspective and just things to think about that it really makes me, at least, look at my problems from a different perspective and realize that they're really not much to worry about. A common thing would be, hey, I cannot really listen to things at double speed. And if your concern is that you cannot listen to something at double speed, then just try listening at a single speed first, then 125, 150, 175, and just ramp it up as you go. And before you notice, you would be able to do the next level of speed. You would be able to switch to higher speed before you notice. So maybe it takes a week to go from 125 to 1.5. That's not a big deal. A week passes quite quickly. There are 52 weeks in a year, as we calculated earlier. In very short time, you will be able to consume information much faster. As you go through the books, you also expand your intuition for which books you like and which books bring you the most value. So I already went through quite a few books on my phone with this, and I can definitely recommend this process. Just in the morning when I head out to work, I put in the headphones, get on the train, and it's very quickly, I don't even notice how the time passes. I'm already at work, and of course then I don't listen to audiobooks at work. Then when I get on my commute back, I listen again. And you don't even have to do this in one day. Doing it in 2 days is pretty easy. Just doing this during the commute, skipping the evening part completely. So overall, just wanted to share this amazing life hack. Can be quite life-changing. I hope you find it useful. See you next time.